Hi, Barry. It's so nice to be here with you today. I'm really excited to learn a little bit about hypnosis. So, could you tell me just a little bit about your background?
Sure. I've been doing this for almost 40 years now. I have a Master's of Science degree in counseling from Uppsala College and training with hypnotherapy at the Institute of Hypnotherapy in New York with David Petrie, who formed the Petrie method, one of the pioneers in the whole field of hypnotherapy.
Wow, so you've been doing it a long time.
I have.
So, tell me a little bit about hypnosis so people can understand what it is and why they would come to you.
Well, it's what we call an alpha state of mind, which is a dreamlike state, similar to the feeling you get when you fall asleep. You're not totally awake, you're not totally sleeping, you're able to move about, you'll have other thoughts. If you have an itch, you can scratch it. It's not, look into my eyes or follow the watch. You're not asleep, you're not unconscious, you're not any kind of zombie-like trance, just very, very relaxed. Very similar to meditation. And when you're very relaxed, I can then plant positive suggestions for behavioral change at the subconscious level, allowing people to achieve things that are sometimes difficult to do just on their own.
So, what do you deal with? What type of issues? I know, hypnosis is popular for weight loss, smoking, stress. Can you tell me a little bit about what you cover?
Well, those are the three main ones, stress now being the most between, what's going on after the pandemic and politics and everything else. So most folks come in pretty stressed. In fact, regardless of what they're working on, we do teach them a little stress exercise at the very beginning that they can take home and do once a day to reinforce, you know, um, what we're trying to accomplish. But we work with about 25 different things, a lot of fears and phobias, public speaking, sports performance, other performances, phobias, 25 different things, studying, test taking, a lot of different issues.
Okay. Do you do this only in person or could people do this virtually if they're not in the New Jersey area?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they do. In fact, I worked this morning with a guy in Boston who was live last week, but goes back and forth between Jersey and Boston. And we're working with a woman in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So we can do it virtually. Sometimes people will like to come in the first time live, and then rather than driving distance, they'll do it in their living room in their fuzzy slippers, on a Sunday morning. So it's very convenient to do it virtually. And we did that all through the pandemic.
Also, I know you just said you have your master's in counseling, and I know life coaching is on your website. So, do you do individual sessions for coaching or counseling as well?
Absolutely. Everything I do is client driven. So whatever someone calls me about, we'll try to figure out a pathway on what to help them the most. Because frequently someone comes with more than one issue. Unfortunately, I can't smorgasbord everything and make people stop smoking, become a public speaker, and improve their golf game all at the same time. So we try to figure out what is the priority, work on that first, and then use that success to build on other issues so they can, become the best version of themselves.
Where can they find more information about you if they're interested?
Well, the website is www.hypnosiscounselingcenter.com, which is hypnosiscounseling center.com. I know it's long, or Barry at hypnosiscounselingcenter.com, or they can phone me at 908 303 7767.
Well,
We
thank
also
you.
have a Facebook
Oh,
Hypnosis Counseling Center page that they can find information on as well.
and they can find your Facebook page on your website too, right? There's a link.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I hope that, people can get to your website and your Facebook group and be able to see and learn a little more, and then they can reach out to you. So thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.